Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the Greater Kruger National Park in a little bit more detail. Often part of a dream holiday, being on safari in South Africa will awaken all of the senses. From hearing the mighty roar of a lion, to seeing the elephants surrounding waterholes as they drink, and being able to see the most majestic wildlife in their natural habitat. Guests can enjoy smelling the natural aromas of the bushveld or the smoke of an open fire during a boma dinner, and enjoying the delicious taste of freshly prepared meals, often inspired by traditional South African flavors. Looking up to see the vastness of the Milky Way at night, or simply enjoying the warm hospitality that South Africa is so well known for. A South African safari will leave travelers with a myriad of memories of this very special experience. The term Big Five was originally used by big game hunters to describe the 5 most dangerous animals to hunt. However, nowadays, these 5 animals are often top of the list of wildlife that visitors would like to see on safari. Seeing these animals, and many others, in their natural environment is a truly wonderful experience, and made even better as you learn more about them from qualified and passionate rangers. Safaris also play an important role in conservation and often will benefit the local communities through both employment and social upliftment programs. South Africa offers a safari to suit all budgets and tastes, from charming and unpretentious lodges to high-end, luxurious and sumptuous lodges, from classic safari decor styles to the most modern and contemporary designs. Activities at the lodges normally include morning and evening safari drives, which are done in open vehicles, while some of the lodges will also offer guided bushwalks, sleep-out experiences, and a variety of spa treatments. The world-renowned Kruger National Park is South Africa's best-known national park. Areas of the park were first protected in 1898, and it became a national park in 1926. In the late 1990s, the fences between the Kruger National Park and the Klaserie Game Reserve, the Olifants Game Reserve, and the Balule Game Reserve were dropped and incorporated into the Greater Kruger, with 40,000 hectares added to the reserve. In 2002, Kruger National Park, the Ngala National Park in Zimbabwe, and the Limpopo National Park in Mozambique were incorporated into a peace park named the Greater Limpopo Transfrontier Park. The park is now approximately 360 kilometers long and has an average width of 65 kilometers, while at its widest point, the park is 90 kilometers wide from east to west. There are a variety of different ways to access the lodges in the Greater Kruger National Park, including by road for guests that are self-driving, or with flights into the Kruger Mpumalanga International Airport, Hoedspruit Eastgate Airport, or Palabora Airport. Direct flights from Cape Town or Johannesburg into Skukuza Airport operate daily and are ideal for lodges such as Lion Sands, Sabi and beyond Tengeli, Mala Mala and Londolozi, while Federal Air offers a door-to-door service from their hangar at OR Tambo International Airport to a variety of the lodges in the Sabi Sands and Timbavati, with twice daily shuttle flights. The ease of accessing the Greater Kruger area means that a safari stay is easily combinable with other areas in South Africa, including Cape Town in the Winelands, Johannesburg, and KwaZulu-Natal. Airlink also offers scheduled flights from KMIA Airport, Kruger Mpumalanga International Airport, to Livingstone in Zambia and to Vilanculos in Mozambique, which makes for a wonderful bush and beach combination. Looking at the Northern Kruger. This section of the Kruger National Park borders both Zimbabwe and Mozambique and is best accessed via Palabora Airport or with Echo Skies, who fly from Grand Central Airport in Johannesburg to the Pafuri airstrip on a daily basis. Road access is via the Pafuri or Punda Maria gates. Lodges in this area include the Outpost, Pafuri Luxury Tented Camp, and Pafuri walking trails. The highlights of the northern section of the Kruger National Park include being able to see ancient, giant baobab trees driving through a fever forest on the way to Crook's Corner, which is at the border of South Africa, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe, and where crooks of long ago were able to escape over the border to escape trouble. This area is a paradise for birdwatchers, with the Pulse fishing owl, racket-tailed rollers, and Arnott's chat being found in this part of the park. The central region of the Kruger National Park, around Satara, is frequented by lions who enjoy the surrounding plains, while highlights of the southern section include spotting rhino between the lower Sabi and Crocodile Bridge, and the riverine bush along the Sabi River is prime leopard habitat. The Kruger National Park has around 3,000 kilometers of public roads, and day visitors are able to access the park, although the numbers of visitors are restricted. Kruger has 12 main rest camps, 5 bushveld camps, 2 bush lodges, and 4 satellite camps, as well as over 10 luxury lodges which are on private concessions within the Kruger National Park. These private lodges and their road networks may not be accessed by the general public, and this ensures the privacy and the exclusivity of these lodges. A quick summary of the highlights of the Kruger National Park include almost 2 million hectares of unspoilt African bushveld, over 500 species of birds, some of which are not found anywhere else in South Africa. Visitors can look out for the big 6 of the bird world, which include the saddle-billed stork, the Kori bustard, martial eagle, lappet-faced vulture, Pell's fishing owl, and the ground hornbill. The park is home to 5 vegetation zones, each with their own special flair and diverse range of species. While all of Africa's iconic species can be found here, elephant, lion, leopard, cheetah, rhino, buffalo, giraffe, hippo, and zebra all thrive in this area. Accommodation to suit all budgets is available, from the more basic self-catering options at the Kruger National Park rest camps to a variety of upmarket and luxury accommodation options, which include private lodges on concessions within the Kruger National Park. These concessions include lodges such as the brand new Kruger Shalati, or the train on the bridge, which is due to open later this year and will have both a unique location on the actual Shalati bridge with fantastic views of the river and the bushveld. Other concessions inside the park include the well-known Lion Sands Tinga and Narina lodges, Hamilton's, Hoya Hoya and Mbali, the Singita, Lambamba and Sweeney lodges, which are best accessed via federal air into the Satari airstrip, the Pafuri luxury tented camp, and of course the Outpost, both of which are found in the northern section of the park. Access into the Kruger. There are a number of gates into the Kruger National Park for those self-driving or being transferred by road. Alternatively, there is a small commercial airport at Skukuza, which is serviced daily with flights from both Johannesburg and Cape Town. Kruger Mpumalanga International Airport, or KMIA, is located just outside of Nelspruit and is an option for those staying in the southern section of the park, while Hoedspruit's Eastgate Airport is a perfect base for those travelling to the middle and the northern sections of the park, while Palabora is a convenient gateway into the very northern lodges. The subtropical climate has hot, rainy summers starting in October and ending around March. The summer rains transform the park into a lush, flowering paradise, but the increased foliage can mean that spotting the wildlife can be a little bit trickier. The winter months between April and September offer pleasant, warm, dry days and cooler evenings and nights. Traditionally, the best game viewing is during the winter months, as the vegetation becomes sparse and animals tend to congregate closer to the rivers and watering holes. The Greater Kruger National Park. The Greater Kruger National Park is made up of over 20 game parks. There are no fences between them and the Kruger National Park, which means that the animals are able to roam freely. The reserves that make up the Kruger National Park include the Timbavati, the Sabi Sands, Makoya, Letaba, the Balule, Klaserie, Timbavati, Manyeleti, and the Thornybush reserves. The Balule Nature Reserve. With 40,000 hectares of wilderness, the Balule is easily accessed via either Hoedspruit or Palabora airports. The Olifants River runs through the reserve and has a mixed woodland ecosystem with a great variety of fauna and flora. The landscape has rolling hills with seasonal rivers draining the area, and the Balule is known for its large tusker elephants. There are some great, charming, and affordable lodges, such as the small and intimate Chacma Bush Camp and Pandoro Lodge, all of which are found in this area. The Klaserie. Spanning over 60,000 hectares of pristine land, the Klaserie was established in 1969 and is one of the largest privately owned reserves in South Africa. The closest airport to the Klaserie is Hoedspruit Eastgate Airport, and transfers can be arranged between the airport and the lodges. Charter flights can also be arranged into a private airstrip. In addition to the Big Five, visitors are able to see animals such as honey badgers, cheetahs, hyena, and serval, among a variety of other wildlife. With fewer commercial lodges than most of the other Greater Kruger reserves, guests are able to enjoy longer times at special sightings, and many of the lodges offer trail walks as a part of their activities, allowing guests to connect to nature and immerse themselves in an intimate safari experience. The reserve has a high population of wildlife, including endangered species such as the African wild dog, southern ground hornbill, and the whiteback vulture, together with the more sought-after Big Five. There are a number of luxurious lodges to choose from, including the Last Word Katara, which opened late last year, Sabi Sands River Camp, which is another small and intimate camp with only 4 rooms and a fantastic position overlooking the perennial riverbed and a waterhole. The contemporary and stylish Masava Lodge, which has an elevated position on a hilltop and offers wonderful views across the Klaserie River, as well as Ivory Wilderness's River Rock Lodge, which is owner-run and managed and has a focus on both walking and safari drives. Also found in the Klaserie are the more budget but lovely Ntambo Tree Camp, Africa on Foot, and Zanateni Private Camp. I did also just want to mention that Timbavati's new Camp George is due to open in the Klaserie later this year. The Manyeleti. Meaning the place of stars in the local Shingaan language, the Manyeleti lies between the Sabi Sands and the Timbavati reserves. Easily accessible from Hoedspruit Airport with a road transfer, or alternatively, Federal Air operates a daily shuttle flight between the reserve and Johannesburg. With 23,000 hectares of land and a rich biodiversity, lion, leopard, buffalo, elephant, and rhino are often spotted during game drives. Many plains animals such as giraffe, zebra, and a variety of antelope also abound. There are only a few lodges found in the Manyeleti, and these include Tintswalo Safari Lodge, which has 7 sumptuous suites, the Honeyguide Mantobeni Camp and Honeyguide Kokomoya are also found in the reserve. The Sabi Sands. The Sabi Sands need little introduction and is known as one of the few places you can tick off seeing the Big Five in one day. The Sabi Sands was proclaimed as a nature reserve in 1965 and has a rich history of nature conservation. With both the Sand and the Sabi rivers running through the 65,000 hectare reserve, it's these rivers which provide a diverse habitat for a huge range of wildlife. The reserve is well known for its big cat sightings, especially of the more elusive leopard. And it's always thrilling to see animals such as the African wild dog, which can cover such vast distances. A number of private luxury lodges can be found in the Sabi Sands, together with many of the big name game lodges, such as Sabi Sabi, which has 4 lodges, including the luxurious Earth Lodge, Londolozi, which is so well known, together with lodges like Mala Mala, Ulusaba, Delini, Kirkman's Camp, Leopard Hills, and Singita, as well as the new and beyond Tingeli Lodge, and the recently rebuilt Cheetah Plains, which takes luxury to a new level. The quickest and most convenient way to access the lodges in the Sabi Sands from Johannesburg is with Federal Air's twice daily shuttle service, as many of the lodges have access to private airstrips. Commercial flights are available from Johannesburg, Cape Town and Durban into KMIA, and travellers can then enjoy a quick air hop into their lodge, or alternatively a road transfer to the lodges in the western sector. For lodges that are located in the northern Sabi Sands, Hoedspruit Airport would be the closest option, together with a road transfer, whilst Kruger Airport, located inside the Kruger National Park, is a good choice for travellers staying in the southern section of the Sabi Sands. And lodges such as Lion Sands, Kirkman's, Hamilton's, Mbali, Hoyo, and beyond Tingeli all offer complimentary shared transfers to and from Kruger Airport. Some of the lodges which provide their own road transfers at an additional cost include Outpost, Notton's Bush Camp, Jock Safari Lodge, Londolozi, Mala, and Sabi. Travellers who are self-driving are also able to access the Sabi Sands via the road network in the area, and the driving time from Johannesburg is approximately 5 hours. The Thornybush Reserve. Thornybush is easily accessible from Eastgate Airport with a short road transfer, or guests can make use of the daily Federal Air flights. Thornybush covers 17,000 hectares of magnificent African bushveld. With rolling savanna, the reserve is home to a number of bird and mammal species. Fences between the Greater Kruger National Park and Thornybush were dropped in 2017, allowing wildlife to roam freely between the reserves. With spectacular sightings, including those of the Big Five, guests can enjoy morning and evening game drives, as well as walking safaris, during which guests will have the opportunity to learn tracking and see the flora and insects. The Thornybush collection of 12 lodges offers a range of accommodation to suit most budgets and tastes. Waterside and Thornybush Game Lodge are perfect for families. Chapungu is tented, while Serendela, Waterbuck and Nkaya are smaller and more intimate. The newest of the Thornybush collection, Saseka Tented Lodge, offers the ultimate in luxury and a really amazing safari experience. Also located on the Thornybush Reserve is portfolio collections at Market Royal Malwan Lodge, with accommodation options including the classically decorated main lodge, the exclusive use Africa House, and the more contemporary farmstead. Moving on to the Timbavati Nature Reserve. The Timbavati Private Nature Reserve is on the western boundary of the Kruger National Park and extends over 2 provinces, Mpumalanga and Limpopo. Access to the reserve is by either air or road. Guests may choose to fly into Hoedspruit Airport or drive through the main Timbavati Kulu Gate, while guests staying at lodges including King's Camp, Tanda, Tula, RockFig, Motswari, and Ngala can make use of the twice-daily Federal Air Shuttle. Like the Sabi Sands, the Timbavati shares an unfenced border directly with the Kruger National Park and covers approximately 53,000 hectares. The Timbavati has a lower density of lodges than the Sabi Sands, which results in a lower number of visitors, and vehicles are limited to 2 per sighting. The Timbavati is home to larger herds of buffalo and elephant, and is famous for the white lions, which were discovered on the reserve in 1975. However, sightings now are extremely rare. The gentle hills and plains of the Timbavati are covered in open savanna bushveld, and several types of woodland vegetation, from scattered acacia trees to dense riverine forests with jackalberry and fig trees, can be found. There are a few dry riverbeds, but no permanent rivers flowing through the reserve, and wildlife are often spotted at watering holes and dams. An array of private lodges, from classic tented camps to lodges reminiscent of the colonial era, can be found in the Timbavati. Lodges include Balule Safari Camp, which offers really good value for money and has 7 spacious safari units with A-frame roofs and canvas sides. Makanyi Private Game Reserve is another little gem and offers a classic safari style of decor, while RockFig Safari Lodge has 6 beautifully furnished rooms. Before we wrap up, we just want to highlight some of our top picks in the Greater Kruger area. Starting with some suggested lodges for romantic honeymoons. The Delaney Collection has 3 beautiful lodges, all located in the Sabi Sands, and all of which offer a classic safari experience. The interiors of the suites at the Delaney Collection epitomize romance, with canopies of mosquito nets, elegant decor, and private decks and plunge pools in each suite. RockFig Safari Lodge is one of our hidden gems located in the Timbavati and has a relaxed ambiance, designer decor, and beautiful furnishings. This lodge has only 6 suites, which allows for an intimate and romantic safari experience. Tanda Tula Safari Camp is in the Timbavati and is an old favorite, offering 12 canvas and thatched tents, each with a Victorian bathtub, outdoor shower, and a private deck. Special experiences like private picnics can be arranged, and a starbed experience is available at an additional charge. Thornybush Saseka Tented Camp in the Thornybush Reserve offers modern glamour with open spaces overlooking the seasonal Manwana River. The suites are large and private, with open-plan bedrooms and bathrooms, large private decks, each with its own plunge pool. Being together as a family on safari must be one of the most special experiences, and memories to last a lifetime are created during this special time. While quite a few lodges accommodate children, there are a few that have some really stand-out kids programs. Sabi Bush Lodge offers the fantastic Ellie Fun Centre, which is a fully fledged children's facility designed by childcare professionals. Here, age-appropriate bushveld-themed activities are guided and supervised by qualified staff, and activities include bush survival, learning about the bugs and the birds, looking at tracks and signs of wildlife, all of which are environmentally sensitive subjects that every child will find absolutely fascinating. Kambaku Safari Lodge in the Timbavati offers the Kambaku Kids Club for children between the ages of 6 and 12 years. Kid-friendly activities include a swimming pool and a playroom, while a range of outdoor fun activities include a junior ranger program. Ulusaba Rock Lodge in the Sabi Sands is another good family option. While the lodge doesn't have a dedicated kids program, they do have a huge range of activities for children to choose from, including fun treasure hunts, arts and crafts, and a mini rangers course. Other lodges with good kids programs include the Lion Sands lodges with their Mac and Maddie programs, and Londolozi's Vati and Founder camps. Walking trails. Walking in the bushveld with qualified guides allows guests to get up close with the flora and fauna and is a true back-to-nature experience. Just to note that some of the trail camps do have minimum night stay restrictions and often will only allow children over a specified age. Africa on Foot in the Klaserie offers morning walking trails of between 2 and 3 hours, together with afternoon safari drives, allowing guests to experience the best of both worlds. The Klaserie Sands Trail Camp is also found in the Klaserie and is a small and intimate camp with 4 beautifully appointed tents. Activities here are tailor-made and guests can enjoy walking trails, safari drives, trekking, birdwatching, and stargazing. Timbavati Trails Camp is also in the Timbavati and offers morning and evening walks, while it accommodates a maximum of 8 guests. Tanda Tula's Field Camp is also in the Timbavati and offers 4 explorer-style tents on an exclusive use basis. While walking trails are a highlight, guests do have the option of an evening safari drive. The location of the Tanda Tula tented camp changes each season, which creates a truly unique and memorable experience. Pafuri walking trails in the Pafuri section of the Kruger National Park only allows a maximum of 8 guests and operates between April and October each year. The trails walked here are tailor-made to suit the guest's needs, and there is a minimum stay requirement of 2 nights. Sleeping out under the stars. Some of the lodges in the Greater Kruger area offer sleep-outs or star beds as a very special experience for slightly more adventurous guests. Lion Sands has 3 tree houses, Chalkley and Kingston Treehouses for guests staying at Lion Sands River and Ivory lodges, and the Ngala Treehouse for guests of Lion Sands Tinga and Marina lodges. Each treehouse is perfectly positioned with wonderful views, and each offers a very special and unique night under the stars. Africa on Foot in the Klaserie has a treehouse which reaches high up into the trees and offers really fantastic views of the surrounding bushveld and of the night skies. Klaserie Sands River Camp has a starbed experience where guests can truly spend the night sleeping out underneath the stars. The treehouse for guests of and beyond Ngala Safari Lodge and Ngala Tented Camp offers a luxurious, off-the-grid wilderness experience. This 4-level treehouse features 2 sleeping areas, one of which is covered and weatherproofed, as well as a sleep-out platform under a retractable awning. Exclusive use. A perfect way for multi-generational families or groups of small friends to travel together, the following lodges are perfect options for wonderful exclusive use safaris in the Greater Kruger. Imani Safari Camp in the Klaserie can be sold on an individual basis or on an exclusive use basis. It has 4 suites and a villa style of accommodation with the rooms located around a main lounge and dining area. The lodge also has a generous infinity pool, an open air bar, and an outdoor lounge which overlooks the riverbed and a well-frequented watering hole. Chitwa House in the Sabi Sands is a beautifully appointed 2-bedroom house sleeping up to 4 guests and boasting striking African chic interiors. Private decks, a spacious lounge and a dining area together with a lake view deck and a swimming pool make this lodge really special. Cheetah Plains in the Sabi Sands features 3 exclusive use designer bush houses, each accommodating up to 8 guests. Each house boasts its own main lodge area with 2 lounges, a dining area, and a fully stocked temperature-controlled wine cellar, while the outdoor heated pool forms the focal point of each lodge and is the perfect place for guests to socialize or relax after their safari activities. Each house has 4 spacious open-plan suites with elegant and contemporary decor. Lion Sands Fish Eagle Villa offers the ultimate in private safari homes. It features an expansive deck, a covered patio with swimming pool, an indigenous garden, and a private fire boma, and sleeps up to 4 people. Pearl's Post Lodge in the Pafuri section of the Kruger National Park is an eco-friendly lodge built with clean lines and a contemporary design. Luxurious communal spaces include a bar, dining area, a lounge, and terrace with a pool and a deck. 4 standalone suites accommodate 8 guests in exquisite open-plan spaces. Thornybush River Lodge sleeps between 8 and 10 guests and is a sophisticated 4-bedroom villa with high thatch roofs, lavish central spaces flowing out onto a deck, and bathrooms with floor-to-ceiling glass windows. With so many ways to access the Kruger National Park, there are 3 towns that are well placed for overnight stays for guests arriving in the area after lunch and potentially missing their afternoon safaris, or for those departing onwards to Livingston or Widernaes, or for those simply wishing to stay outside of the Kruger National Park. White River is located within a 15-minute drive of KMIA and is a scenic small town. The Casterbridge Lifestyle Centre offers a number of specialty shops, including restaurants, coffee shops, and an art gallery. A number of hiking trails can be found in the area, and the Lowveld Botanical Gardens is approximately 15 minutes away. Accommodation options include Casterbridge Hollow and Oliver's. Also nearby is the elegant, exclusive use Umsizi House. Hazy View is located 45 minutes from the Kruger Mpumalanga International Airport and 20 minutes from the Mantobeni Gate into the Kruger National Park. Hazy View is another good base from which to explore the panorama route, and we have a variety of accommodation options in the town, including Hipper Hollow, Perry's Bridge Hollow, Brissington Inn, Highgrove House, and Summerfelt Rose Retreat. Hoedspruit is a perfect base for those wishing to explore the more central and northern sections of the Kruger National Park, and both the Orpen Gate and the Palabora Gate are within an easy drive. Hoedspruit is well positioned for you to explore the panorama route and the Blyde River Canyon, then we can assist with suggesting a number of day tours for clients to really experience this area. Options include our classic touring with tours of the panorama route and game drives into the Kruger National Park, while we recently launched our exceptional touring in Hoedspruit with carefully curated and expertly led tours of both the panorama route, including stops at spots that are only known to the locals, and our fruitful community tour, which includes a walk through a local village and a chance to sample a traditional meal before soaking up some of the magic of the surrounding area. Accommodation options in Hoedspruit include Kaya and Lovo, Nyaleti Lodge, Umfangati House, and Unumbeza Boutique Lodge and Spa, which has both family rooms and 2 exclusive use villas. Thank you so much for joining us, and please send through any questions if you haven't already done so.